Hope is making a comeback.
Now at 11, a night of hope, inspiration, and celebration as the Obamas take center stage on the second night of the Democratic National Convention. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. A series of speakers, including Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff and Michelle and Barack Obama, wowed the crowd in Chicago tonight and millions more at home.
All of them making their case to America that there is only one choice this November: elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States. In a ceremonial roll call vote, delegates threw their support behind Harris, officially nominating her as the first woman of color to sit atop a ticket in a run for the White House. Harris celebrated the vote as she campaigned in Wisconsin, speaking to two packed arenas at the same time and to millions of voters watching the historic moment at home.
KTLA's John Finolio joins us live from Chicago, where the mood was electric tonight. John.
Cher and Micah, good evening to you. There was a lot of excitement here at the United Center tonight. Day 2 of the DNC was dedicated to what the future of America could look like if Kamala Harris were elected president. And as you might imagine, the crowd was really fired up to hear from former President and former First Lady Barack and Michelle Obama. The crowd went wild for former President Barack Obama, who delivered the keynote address on the second night of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling fired up.
Obama calling on Americans to support Vice President Kamala Harris for president, while laying out the values of the nation that he believes are at stake in the race against former President Trump.
He doesn't seem to care if more women lose their reproductive freedom, since it won't affect his life. And most of all, Donald Trump wants us to think that this country is hopelessly divided. We do not need 4 more years of bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
The enthusiasm for the former president matched only by the roar of excitement for his wife, former First Lady Michelle Obama.
Something wonderfully magical is in the air, isn't it? Yeah. It's the contagious power of hope. America, hope is making a comeback.
Harris's husband, Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff, sharing a more personal side of the vice president.
She's always been there for our children, and I know she'll always be there for yours, too.
The night coined a bold vision for America's future. It was filled with Democratic heavyweights, including Governor Gavin Newsom, who delivered California's delegates to Harris in a ceremonial roll call nominating her for president.
It's time for us to do the right thing, and that is to elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States of America.
The vice president campaigning with her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, in Milwaukee, at the very same venue where Republicans nominated former President Trump last month.
The delegates at the Democratic National Convention, well, they just completed their roll call. And they have nominated Coach Walz and me to be the next Vice President and President of the United States of America.
But it was former President Obama who closed the night in his hometown to a crowd ready to get to work to elect the first woman of color to the presidency.
We will elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States, and Tim Walz as the next vice president of the United States. We will elect leaders up and down the ballot who will fight for the hopeful, forward-looking America we all believe in. And together, we too will build a country that is more secure and more just, more equal, and more free. So let's get to work. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America. Come on.
Tonight, speakers warned Democrats not to become complacent, saying that this race remains extremely tight and that former President Trump remains within striking distance. Tomorrow, the convention will feature Vice President Harris's running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. We will, of course, bring you highlights from the United Center in Chicago. I'm John Fenolio. Shira Micah, back to you.
John, thank you.